we need anything else for?
um.
Oh, I got to change. I'm changing my music now. People say to me all the time.
That was so
It
good.
wasn't it amazing? Hi,
That
everybody.
was.
This is in the neighborhood with 50% of our team. We've got Mandy Stobo and Dave Kelly. Russ is here's our. It's May Madness, Mandy, isn't it? Don't you think?
Oh, it's mad.
This is what we're gonna do on for the next few weeks. Is we're gonna do regular shows Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays potentially nothing, or potentially Mandy and Dave Madness Magic. What do you think of that?
Madness magic.
Mandy, we're only looking at your art. Tell us a bit about the art we're looking at right now.
Oh, can you see things?
I I don't know.
I'm deep in the studio days, so I'm playing with some new materials and trying to put together a show to have a virtual show in June.
Ah.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Dave.
I oh, that's very funny. So I want to see your face though. Where did your or do you want to talk more
Oh,
about
you
your
can't see my face? Oh,
No, I'm
that's why.
there
That's what
you
you're
are.
saying. I was dancing and you guys missed it with your
Oh.
ukulele. It was really good. All right.
Can you imagine Russ Broom is going to say, "Really? I step away for one day and Dave pulls out a ukulele and is that what we're just stuck with? Is
Oh,
that the
I
deal?"
loved it. I love it. And you ukulele get to my heart. Does that work? No?
It might have. Uh,
You know what I'm saying. You're
I,
very
I,
talented, and it was exciting for me to hear, so thank you.
I'm sure it was just a treat for everybody, wasn't it? Oh, that's so good. Now, I'm just gonna do this, Rob. I have a really loud hiss in my ear that might be coming from you. Mandy says she's got one too. Ah, there we go.
It's kind of
Uh,
like what PTSD feels like in your
really?
brain. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like a pressure and sound, and you're like, ah,
Just stop that thing.
ah. Yeah. So thank you for healing that, Rob.
He's a real doctor that way. Um, so Mandy, I was thinking, okay, what am I going to do with Mandy Stobo? I got an amazing opportunity to just hang out with Mandy for a couple of minutes here this morning while we let our friends in the neighborhood know that we're going to be regular shows Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but Friday, especially this week, is going to be it's happy hour. Isn't it
I'm
going to be fun?
I'm so excited, and two of my favorite human beings of all time are on the show, so I can't wait.
I know. I still have to figure out how they're playing a game, but we'll figure that out, don't you think?
Yeah, we'll talk later today.
Thank you. Michael Bernard Fitzgerald and Richard Bartram are going to be our guests on Friday, and that's going to be enough. And there is, because it's happy hour, are we allowed to have a glass of something during the show, do you think? Or what's the rules on that, Mandy?
Oh, you don't normally? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, everyone. I don't. I
Most of the
believe the
time.
rules are open. I think if it's village, I think
Right.
it must be village. Yeah.
It must. I mean, we don't want Jim offended.
No.
So, uh, yesterday on our show, we did forget to talk about. You did an amazing painting of a young mother, and I was not aware, but someone you know having a baby during COVID is not an easy thing to do.
No, I know a lot of women that are pregnant right now, and they're kind of like, well, I think everything's okay because they
Yeah,
don't have the same kind of check-ins that we had that
yeah.
you were used to and I was used to. And then my cousin, her water broke early, and she gave birth to a beautiful, healthy, 4 pound, incredible little girl named Ella Rose, I believe. But because of COVID times they don't get to see her often, and they can never see her together. So the husband and the wife can never see the baby at the same time. So they're experiencing such different things.
Wow.
I can't imagine not, yeah, just not being able to do that. So I wanted to highlight all those people that are in the hospital or in care centers everywhere that don't get to see their families, or are experiencing these really isolated situations and not
Huh.
getting to have a shared experience. So I'll just put that up.
There. It's a what a time. What a time, isn't it?
It's crazy, hey? And it
Yep.
affects so many different things. Like the ripple is huge. Anyway, so hi, baby Ella, and yeah, I just hope everyone out there is still having those beautiful moments.
Yeah. In their own whatever that is way.
Hmm.
It's funny. Johnny and I go for walks every morning, as you know, and for the first month, it's weird even saying it. We just talked the whole time, and now John just bounces his basketball and we walk. So it's almost like we've run out of things to say. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. But look at
But
Mandy. I thought in our abbreviated show today, I thought, okay, what would be fun to do with Mandy Stobo? And then I thought, well, Mandy is somebody who is a very successful and very and at the same time very warm woman. So I say, who else do I know who is like that? Who are warm, successful women who still seem to embody who they are? Well, one is Ellen DeGeneres, and the other one is Jan Arden. So what I did is I went to my rapid fire questions for Jan, and then I combine them with my rapid fire questions for Ellen
oh my
and put
gosh.
them together
Oh
into
my gosh.
a rapid fire for Mandy Stobo.
Oh my gosh. Is anyone sweating other than me? No, just me. Oh, this is so exciting.
This
Okay.
is I'm gonna give Mandy Stobo the Ellen DeGeneres and Jan Arden treatment, and these are normally rapid fire I would use like towards the end of an interview, but I thought let's just do them and then we'll just talk about them as we go.
Okay.
Did you want me to ask you? Because I did ask both of them what their biggest turn-ons were. Do you want to start with that?
No, that's fine.
Okay, good. We'll
I
skip
think
that.
we can skip ahead. I'll just watch what Ellen says.
You know what?
Um,
I've asked Blythe that. I said, okay, Blythe, honestly, what is your biggest turn on? You know what she said? Going to sleep.
that's up there for
That's what she's
sure.
like.
That's
If,
amazing.
if I could just get some sleep, honestly, that's really all I want. So there's that.
So good.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rapid Fire Time using the questions I asked Ellen DeGeneres and Jan Arden to Mandy Stobo. Scale of 1 to 10, Mandy Stobo. Ready?
Yeah.
How good a driver are you?
I like to think 8.
8. And
You'll have to ask Phil and the
this
kids.
is the. Everyone has a different opinion. Scale of 1 to 10. How good are you at keeping secrets?
Ooh, ooh, probably 7, 6, 7.
Really? I
It
I
depends.
would think
Yeah, like really serious secrets, 10,
sure, but
but
everything else
gossipy secrets. Well, you know me. I think I tell you everything. So
about two and a half, something
3,
like that.
yeah.
All right,
But
fair
no,
enough.
you can trust me, everyone. Tell me all your secrets.
Okay, I asked each of them a celebrity-based question, so this is sort of a special for you. A celebrity that reacted to your painting or art that made you want to scream. So what was it? Oh my gosh, look at them. They noticed it.
Oh, I think there's been so many wonderful opportunities, but last year at Canada's Walk of Fame, when I got to do all the inductees, I kind of lost control with Mark Messier because I was a huge hockey kid growing up and collected all the cards, and it was me and my dad's thing, and just seeing him in real life. But then the biggest one was Will Arnett. He's just so cool, and he
Who
was
is
just
he?
like, and he loved it, and then he like experienced the augmented reality, and then he was like, whoa, whoa, congratulations to you. And I was like, no, congratulations to you. And he was like, no, congratulations to you.
No.
That was an amazing moment. Yeah.
And that is, and you could have said that's Batman. That's Batman right there. Oh my gosh.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I made him hug me, and then I made him hang out with me for the rest of the night. So it was great.
Mark Messier, was he big? Bigger than you thought? Smaller than you thought?
No, smaller than I thought.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. You know that because you meet a lot
Yeah.
of extremely
Yeah.
famous people, and they're always surprising. Hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ellen's tiny. Ellen's very tiny. Yes. But this is a rapid fire. We've only got three questions in. All right. Favorite junk food?
Um, Favorite junk food? Dill pickle chips or all dressed chips with a pickle on top.
Oh, on one thing on your professional bucket list.
Ooh,
Who would you
well,
like to
Dave.
work with? What would you like to do? Where would you like your art to hang? What show would you like to work on?
Oh my gosh, if it got anywhere in in MoMAs or galleries of that scale one day, which I probably will never, but that would be so amazing. And then I just always want to be innovative, so anything new that I can think of, I'm gonna try and keep doing, and then it's endless.
All right. What's one good piece of advice you've received?
Oh my gosh, these are so hard. Hey.
Mm,
Um, well, I think we've talked about this maybe before, but no matter what you're going through, just allow yourself to feel it. So once you, whatever it is, whether it's anxiety or anger or whatever, if you just sit with that emotion and let yourself like acknowledge that you're feeling it,
yeah.
and then it kind of passes pretty quickly, and then you can kind of get out of your head a little bit. Is that a bad?
Yeah. No, that's see, and I buy
Believe in
that.
your dreams. Create every day. Sleep, eat well, and exercise.
And never give up. And don't forget to floss. Don't forget
That's
that one.
right.
That's very
Oh,
important.
yeah.
Uh, what's one good trait you got from your mom?
Bravery,
One good trait you got from your dad.
kindness.
Who makes you laugh?
You do. Like
That's fair.
Steve Martin, the classic old, yeah, anything Steve Martin does, and you got his vibe
uh,
a bit.
are there any things that, I mean, other than, brushing your teeth, that you must do every day? It's like, this makes me feel complete every day.
Lately, well, since COVID hit, it's exercise. It's been a need, a must do. But I think
Mm,
creativity. I think any artist or anybody out there that is feeling restless or whatever, creating every day just really helps kind of break your mind into a great place rather
mm.
than sinking in deep to the other spaces of my mind.
Into despair and
We
darkness.
won't go there.
What time? What time do you go to bed?
Pass.
5:45. See, like when I talk to Ellen about this, she is the most like she's in bed at 8:30 every night, and she does
Really?
not go out to parties. She just isn't that person. I get the
Yeah, but
feeling
she
when she's
doesn't
in a
have kids either.
that's part of it. Yep. Yeah, I think that's it. But even like parties, like the Hollywood party, she goes, I never go to those things, which I
Yeah.
wouldn't do either, I don't think. I don't know. Uh,
No.
what time do you normally wake up? Like in a regular day? Or is there such a thing?
Yeah, we're usually up 6:37. Depends
Hmm?
on when Luca has gotten up in the middle of the night and if he went back to sleep or not.
What do you do when you can't get to sleep in the middle of the night?
I usually watch. I turn. It's probably the worst thing you can do. I would turn on Friends.
Really?
So yeah, because I
That's
love Ross so much.
what if what if you met Ross one day? Would you just fall right over if that ever happened?
Oh my gosh, I would pivot my entire career. That's for all the Ross fans out there.
Okay. Can you do an impression of anyone or anything?
Oh my gosh. No, maybe no,
Oh,
not
come
at the moment.
on.
I was trying to think of a Jerry Stiller thing I could do. You could do one. Hey, uh, Jerry Stiller from because he passed away yesterday. I was trying to think of Festivus, and then I went down a terrible spot. But my husband is a king of impressions.
Is that right?
Yeah, next time call him and ask him to do Gary Davies, and you'll be very happy.
Is that right? This is
Yeah.
somebody we work with, so that's good. Uh, like not even cartoon characters. Do you like when you read stories with your kids? Do you do all kinds of voices, or yeah, I
I
do in
try
my
to, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, what's yours? What's your go-to voice?
They all say, "You sound a bit like a pirate with all of your voices."
You're always like, "Arr!" And then we went down the street to play, and it was such
Yes,
a lovely day.
and they're like, "That doesn't
Okay.
sound like a little girl." I'm like, whatever, it does so. What do you know? uh,
uh,
Although lately, and I have to be careful with it because Tess is a bit more sensitive, but they love it lately when I call them terrible children. So I go, these are terrible children. They're terrible children. And they find that amusing. But I have to be careful. You don't want to do that. You don't want to pull that out at the wrong time. Okay. What do you think most people spend too much time on every day?
Whoa. On our phones, probably.
Oh,
I'm very guilty of it for
yeah.
sure.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I wish that my phone was down and I was like present with the kids more.
Yeah. I got that. I got that one. What do you think people spend too little time on every day?
Playing.
Uh,
I think we need to play. Everyone needs to play, and now's a great time to do it.
it's hard. It's I find this week on my Mandy scale, but we'll come back to that. We don't need to talk about that. What do you think keeps a people or you, whichever one you want, from being happy?
Oh, that's a good one, Dave. I think never sitting still with yourself and allowing yourself to be the pieces that you are
Mm,
stops people from, I think we're all moving so fast that we never actually sit down and know ourselves and
mm,
just and like ourselves. And I think that not having that anchor maybe stops us from a bit of happiness.
mm. When you paint, do you listen to music, and if so, what?
I do. I listen to a lot of rap and hip hop.
Do you really?
Yeah. And Kanye West. I'm like obsessed with Kanye West. So if
Really?
you're watching Kanye, hi. Hi. Yeah, I love
Maybe you.
him. I don't know. It's such a guilty pleasure, but yeah.
Because here, that was my final question. Although I had the superpower one, but I never get good answers with that, so I don't even know why I bothered to put it here. So I tend to eliminate it. If you had a superpower, what would it be?
Never to wear a bra again.
Let's see. That's a good answer.
Thank you.
I usually
So
get
leave
people.
it on there.
Okay, that's it. That's our. I because it's funny with music. I can listen to if I'm writing because I'm like, okay, I'm going to put on inspiring music and I'm going to write. And as soon as I put on inspiring music, I just sit here and listen to the music and I don't write anything. So I have found like YouTube has them. They're like these hour long of like white noisy, musicy, sort of nothingy things, and I use those because it
Yeah.
blocks out the sound of my family, and then I can work. But I can't have words. As soon as there's words, I can't. Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Because you just go right into the lyrics, eh?
yeah. If there's lyrics,
That's
I'm screwed.
awesome. Oh, crazy.
I
Yeah,
know.
I've done that too, though. That they're like those retro video game,
Yeah,
like really bad soft techno
yeah.
sounds that go on for 12 hours. Yeah, those are good. Those are
They
good for
work.
animation times. Yeah.
Because it's just like empty. Yeah, so then it's fine. Although there's some of them like I get on them where it's like inspiring but it's all like the music they use for like Lord of the Rings stuff. So it's like da 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 dum dum da da da. I'm like, whoa, what do I gotta do here?
Does it make you right? Well,
But it's battle scenes. Like it's hard to write a story about. And then John walked in the room, and Tess looked at me. Da, 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 da. That doesn't work. But I was going to say, I find this before we let you go. We being me and you, um, this like I feel like the first couple of weeks felt like they were stressful, but it was like a snow day. Like even you kind of were like, hooray, we can just play. I guess we'll just go out in the yard, and we want to watch 7 movies today. Why not? But now I'm starting to be like, okay, what's now? What's my value? What are we doing? I'm finding it hard in a different way. I don't know. How are you
yeah.
finding it now?
Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it. I know Jackson has had like his first real struggles started last week, and I think it's just because we've already been at it for 2 months, and then
Yeah.
especially school wise, there's another 2 months of that still, and I feel like he thought he was getting there, and it just was overwhelming, just the length.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's hard. I think it's good to set daily goals and maybe a weekly goal, and then you can try and just focus on a micro thing instead of looking at the endless end game that we seem to be facing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's tough. It's definitely the roller coaster, right? And I think
Yeah.
everyone's going through that. And I've been thinking so much about the poor people in care homes and older people and grandparents that can't see anyone. Like they're
Yeah.
just and single people. Like it's I just think we're very lucky to have each other and our families, and I think it'd feel a lot longer if we didn't have these things.
Yeah. Well, and this has been hanging out with the team has been such an amazingly powerful thing for me because I
Yeah.
know like every day this is a thing. So that's why
Yeah.
even on the well, we're only going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday to make sure that people have time to do other parts of the day. I'm like, well, I don't have anything else to do.
I know. I was gonna say, what does that say about us, Dave? Shall we do
Like,
it again at 11 and noon and one
yes.
and two and three?
Because well, this is the thing. Like now, I can be upstairs, and like John can be in tears, Tess can be throwing things, everything can be mayhem, and I'm like, guys, I gotta go do the show, and then I can just walk away. What do I do on Tuesdays and Thursdays now?
I'll still call you.
Good, good. We'll still do that. That's what we'll
Yeah.
do. And but it's so good though. So thank you for playing our rapid fire game, Mandy Stobo. I feel like I know you, like I know Ellen and Jan.
Thanks, Dave. Maybe I can rapid fire you on Thursday.
Sure,
Huh?
we could do that.
Everyone, send in questions of what you want to know about Dave.
Mandy, why don't we do that? You are in charge of my Thursday show. Does that work?
Okay.
Oh, that'll
Yeah,
be
that
fun.
totally works.
Ah, that's hilarious. Okay. And anything else we need to cover? What else is on our agenda, Mandy?
Let me just look. No, don't see anything.
Okay, good. Tomorrow, obviously, everyone's back. Julie Van Rosendahl is back. Oh, I got to figure out our hero for her tomorrow. I got to get on that. Well, that'll be just 74 texts later, and we'll get that squared right up. We'll be set and ready to go. Awesome. Well, look, Mandy. So this is our May Madness coming up on Thursday. Mandy Stobo interviews people, me, whoever, she. And then tomorrow, everyone's back along with Julie Van Rosendahl. I guess.
Well, thanks so much for having me today, Dave.
Now, okay, I have to play you out. Mandy and I are going to sing some music. What do you want to sing again? Okay. Ready.